Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This is Jimmy from Walk and Talk with Jimmy. Thank you for clicking on another video. I wanted to talk about the ideas of being an optimism and seeing what's possible versus taking a more pessimistic view of the world and thinking about the bad that's going to go wrong or the bad that can go wrong. I'm a firm believer that the universe does what the universe does, and our response, reaction to it, the way we feel about it, dictates what we attract in life. So I've always chose to keep things in an optimistic point of view and do my best to see the beauty or think about what's possible in situations versus think about what's stopping me. But as a quick background for those who may be clicking on the video for the first time, I've been in retail for about 20 years. I've led teams as small as 20 team members and as large as 400. I've done that with Toys R Us, Cabela's, and Apple over the last 20 years primarily, and I have definitely learned a lot. And I started this channel to kind of be able to share my experiences to help upcoming leaders navigate an increasingly complex and difficult time. But as a leader, I try to help my team see what's possible. And even when I'm providing feedback, I try to do so from a perspective of what's possible. I've worked for leaders that are extremely critical, that have a really critical eye, and it's almost like they take pride in their ability to point out all the flaws in somebody else's work or tear down somebody else's work. And while I appreciate a really good attention to detail and have a critical eye, there's a difference in providing constructive feedback that's going to make something better versus just providing constructive feedback with no perspective or insight outside of just pointing out what's wrong. Good morning. And good morning. That's the difference between a pessimistic and an optimistic leader. Those conversations can feel inherently different just based off the framing and often based off how you as a leader view the world. In a video a couple days ago, I talked about yesterday's momentum not impacting today unless you want it to. And I often find that if you have a pessimistic view of the world, you're constantly thinking about what's going wrong. Not only is it not good for your mental health, it does eventually have an impact on your physical health. And how do you shift your gaze and your view so you have to think a little bit more holistically around what's possible? And I would love to give an example like what that sounds like, right? When I'm critiquing a song, right? You can hear, oh, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like this beat, I don't like the way the artist sound. All of those things can be true. But having a little bit more of an optimistic perspective is like this: you can appreciate what an artist has done and provide perspective on things that can enhance the listening experience. And I find those are two different conversations. One could just be tearing down the work just to tear down the work. The other is having a conversation that's going to help somebody potentially improve upon it. They don't have to take that perspective, but I find that those two conversations, when done well, feels really different. So don't wake up looking for things to go wrong, because guess what? They will. Wake up and see what you can appreciate and start from a place of gratitude. Because at the end of the day, we woke up and we got to see the sun rise again. And that's a lot to be thankful for. My wife and I watched Jamie Foxx special the other day, and we didn't know what to expect. We heard that it was funny. And, while it had its funny parts, I actually thought it was just a beautiful, beautiful special where you can just feel how grateful Jamie was to be alive after his experience, after almost not being able to see his family again. And it exuded across all his different talents, from being a musician to stand-up comedian, actor. He actually took you on a journey of just how much Jamie Foxx has done in the time that he's had on this earth. And for him to just pause and recognize how grateful he was to see another day. And it was really just a celebration that he got a chance to see his family. He had a chance to perform on stage with his daughter for the first time. And you just felt that level of gratitude. And so wake up every day choosing to see the good. I hate that it sometimes takes those traumatic experiences for us to appreciate that. But we die every day a little bit. And so yesterday's just a memory. And I choose to reflect on the positive memories of yesterday. If there's something that's bad that happened yesterday, only you choose to bring it into today. And I hope that none of your days are filled with anything so heavy that you feel the need to carry it into another day. But work on having an optimistic outlook and think about what's possible. If you find yourself stuck talking about your limitations and the little things that you can do, change the channel a little bit. So thank you all. I appreciate you taking a moment to click on this video. If you found it helpful, please share it with somebody and drop a comment. So this is Jimmy. I will see you all soon.